create the balsa blank for our CO2 dragster, we must have a part file open. So up here we have the icon for the part design, and then we choose the pad icon. Select sketch, and very important to work our sketch on the XY plane. Here we are, back in two-dimensional space. This time I'm going to use the profile tool. Select that profile drawing tool, click up to the top left hand side above the center. Notice this, when this line turns blue, that means that it's exactly vertical, and across here when it turns blue it's exactly horizontal. This is what I want. I then go up here. Now notice when I line up with this origin point, I get the dotted line. Please don't click on that because that anchor point will be stuck there. So we go up, we make sure it is a vertical line highlighted as blue, we click again, and then we go back and we close the shape. We now have the basic shape for our sketch, but we need to constrain the size of it. So we click off the object, we choose the back edge, we choose the constrain tool, and we constrain this to 70 millimeters. Select OK. This bottom line here must be constrained to 295. Click, double click, 295. OK. Now we've moved off the screen, so I need to adjust and move. I select this front edge and I'm going to constrain that to 20 millimeters. Now we have the basic shape that we want. The next thing we need to do is, because this object is exactly the right size but it is still floating in space, we must now lock it into this origin point. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to select this back edge, and then notice this, up in the top left hand corner the YZ plane is selected. To select more than one thing I need to hold down the control key. Holding down control, I select the YZ plane, and now I go back to this tool above the constraint. I click on that and I get a range of choices, and I'm going to choose coincidence, which is when two objects sit exactly on top of each other. Select OK. Now this back line on the balsa blank is going to be locked exactly there. Now if I try to move this, I can't move it from left to right, but it will still move up and down, and this is the last thing I need to fix in place. So what I need to do is select the bottom of the blank, and now holding down control I'm going to select the ZX plane. Now I want to constrain this distance to a distance of 31.75 millimeters. Now the size and location of the sketch is set. I can now exit the 2D workbench, and what I need to do is make the pad size 21 millimeters. The sketch for the balsa blank is now complete.